Now, what is tuberous sclerosis? Tuberous sclerosis. So tuberous sclerosis have a lot of things. You have issues with development of your nails. Can see a lot of coarse things like pimples, a lot of skin changes, and also issues in the gastrointestinal system. So let's talk about it. So it's actually a complex. They usually call it the TSC. That's a tuberous sclerosis complex. So it's a rare genetic disorder, affects a lot of organs, a lot of parts of the body. Okay. So what's the genetic basis for this? So there could be mutations in the TSC1 gene or the TSC2 gene. Okay. So both of them, they regulate pathways that control cell growth and proliferation. So because of the mutations, it can lead to hematomas, that's all those uncontrolled cell growth and the rest of it. Okay. So clinical features is actually a multi-system disorder. That's why I say that it's a complex. Different parts of the body are being affected. So you can have seizures, you can have intellectual disabilities, you can have facial angiofibromas. Can you see how this woman is having all those reddish stuffs? Okay. Then in the nervous system, hematomas in the brain leading to epilepsy. Moving to other systems, on the skin, you're having facial angiofibromas, hypomelanotic macules, just all these growths. Alright. Then shagreen patches, ungual or fibromas. Then in the renals, you're having things like all those angiomyolipomas. In the kidneys, you're having risks of chronic kidney disease. In the heart, you're having rhabdomyomas. In the lungs, you have the lymphangioliomyomatosis. Okay. Then in the eye, you're now having retinal hematomas. So you diagnose it based on the features you are saying. Okay. Based on the symptoms mainly. Okay. Then you have the major features: cortical tubers, facial angiofibromas, hypomelanotic macules, renal angiolipoma. So if you see any one of these, okay, if you see any of the two major criteria, it confirms the diagnosis. Or if you see one of the major and one of the minor criteria, it also confirms the diagnosis.